Before we begin, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Dolynny TV and on Instagram at Tyson Dolynny. You guys want to make sure you see what's going on behind the scenes here on Dolynny TV. That's where to find it. Let's get going. This is Dolynny TV, and guys, today picking up MLB The Show 18 Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode right where we left off yesterday. Okay, I am not even going to try and spoil the riches for myself. Of course, we are at the Home Run Derby, and then you have the All-Star Game. So let's go take a look. I haven't done this. We're doing this live for the first time, unrehearsed, right here, right now. We're going to the All-Star voting, and we're going to see who's in the running. Jim Copeland, no one on our side of things. Cody from the Texas Rangers. Corbin Burns needed a couple more wins, I'd say. You see, he didn't pitch too few innings, that's for sure. The strikeouts are a little bit on the low side. 2.79 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. Just missing out on an all-star nod. That is unfortunate for Corbin Burns by the looks of it. These are just guys by the looks of it, so we will keep in mind that they could be someone else. Anthony Gose, 74 overall, 32 years old. Okay, so that's the other thing, right? He has played for the Toronto Blue Jays. This was pointed out by one of the viewers last episode, so that is on me. That is my bad. Let's go take a look at the closers. Jordan Hicks, look at this. He has 10 saves. Literally, Jordan Hicks has 10 saves, and he is top in voting. He's literally in the top 3 of voting for a closing role. Keon Kela has 27 saves. Corey Knebel has 25. Wow, that is awesome for our man Jordan Hicks, who comes in and actually starts closing out ball games for us without blowing them. Rowdy Tellez in there at first base. He has got 565k votes. Javier Baez absolutely dominating for Cleveland. Look at those numbers. Anyone else? Chris Bryant, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. both in there at third base. So we could have like 4 representatives, that's for sure, even though we started this year so terribly. Shortstop Carlos Correa could easily be in there. Oh my god, guys, this is looking good. Albert Almora, if they go with 3 center fielders, okay. It's as simple as this. Let's get into checking out the Home Run Derby and see who's going to be in there. Well, you've got Rowdy Tellez, 26 homers, which is tied for 3rd in the MLB. Joey Gallo, Josh Bell, Giancarlo Stanton, and Aaron Judge, the incumbents on top. Well, they've been there for like 3 straight years, so that makes sense. Rowdy Tellez, though, look at those numbers, absolutely mashing. Almost, well, he should have a career high in home runs this season, and that's going to be absolutely awesome for him. So let's skip through and view organization games today and get into the All-Star Game. White Sox want to offer us a trade. Hold on a second. We've already been through this. Travis is not exactly what we're looking for. 28 years old. Not really an all-around player. Could be a good bench player, but we don't need him at this rate is what I'm saying. So let's get into playing the game. All games proceeding will be simulated. And there you go. So it's Madison Bumgarner against Michael Wacha are your starters for the All-Star Game. Let's get into playing the game. Yeah. And quick manage, we'll just get into the lineups pretty much. That's all I'm looking for. So Jordan Hicks, I told you he was going to make it. He made it. Look at Jordan Hicks go. That is a huge nod. He's now finally into his 2nd year of Major League service time. He's played parts of 4 seasons, never really tallied more than 15 innings in, well, 26 innings in 3 of his seasons, other than his rookie campaign in 78 1/3 innings when our bullpen was an absolute mess back then. But look at that. Would you look at that? He has 10 saves, a 2.05 ERA, and a 9.9 WHIP, and he gets the nod. That is absolutely massive for him. I'm proud of him there, that's for sure. So let's get Jordan Hicks. He can pretend to start this game. And what do we have? We have no starters other than Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa does make the All-Star team. I'd show you in the menu, but this is just cooler to show you kind of how the breakdown happens. Salvador Perez, Rowdy Tellez makes it, so right there, 3 All-Stars. Matt Chapman, 4 All-Stars, 5 All-Stars, 6 All-Stars for your Toronto Blue Jays in this. 6 All-Stars. Literally, you could just have the Blue Jays play this game pretty much out on the diamond. That is absolutely crazy. So So the Blue Jays dominate a record number of All-Stars. I'd have to assume. I don't think there's ever been 6 players from one team named to an All-Star game, especially not in recent memory. Maybe there has been. Maybe I'm incorrect, but definitely warn me if I'm incorrect. But that is absolutely awesome for us. Look at this. All-Star voting. Yeah, sure. They pretty much haven't changed or updated that yet, so we won't worry about it quite yet. We'll get up past the All-Star break. Oh yeah, the AL definitely defeated the NL. That was no question. We had all those Blue Jays in there. Come on now, boys. So Corbin Burns, James Paxton, Marcus Stroman, Enrico Encarnacion, and Mackenzie Gore will get the starts here. We'll go through Corbin Burns' last start, and we'll see what we can get. A couple of big victories there. A 3-2 Baltimore lead. We brought it to extras and we choked it away, but that's okay. 9-1 over Minnesota. Jordan Hicks trying to close it down. Minnesota defeats us. Tough. Jordan Hicks blows a save after All-Star performance. So we get 3 wins, 3 losses. What does that really do to us in the standings? Not too much, actually. We're a game back the wild card, and our division is actually one of the worst divisions in all of baseball. So that's kind of a sketchy area. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, the Twins are there, but man, it's going to be bad. It's going to be rough because both our division leaders, top 3, are within a game of the wild card. All right, well, you know what? We're taking a second here. I'm giving you guys an overview of what's going on. Drew Robinson, of course, having played for the Texas Rangers for a while, is in the MVP race. Same with Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Anyone in there for reliever of the year? It's Jose Torres, David Hess, and Michael Lorenzen. Okay. Mark Vientos is in for Rookie of the Year. Anyone else? Jordan Montgomery, Corbin Burns in for Gold Glove as a pitcher. Okay. Let's take a look at the lineup. 17 homers, 51 RBIs for Albert Almora, 26-71 for Rowdy Tellez, 21-58. Man, Rowdy Tellez just taking up all the RBIs from the 3-4 guys. 24-69 for Chris Bryant, 18-63. Garrett Aker, there you go. That's the numbers we were hoping for and waiting for this season. He's starting to heat up to a 2.71 ERA or batting average, and that's huge. That's what we need. Tommy Wells, 10 homers, 41 RBIs, pretty much on pace for a career year, and I can't wait to see him achieve it. Dwight Smith Jr., 7 homers, 34 RBIs. He's going to put up good numbers this year, even though he's only played 36 games. He's had 34 RBIs. He's been great. And Aramis Garcia, how about that? Pretty much doing his thing. He has had some injuries to deal with, so he has been plagued a little bit this year. Kevin Connor doing great. Ramon Santos, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. Logan Warmworth, 4 homers, 14 RBIs. And Riley Adams, backup catcher, kind of Luke Mailey type situation, you know what I mean? And realistically, do we need to make a trade for anyone? I don't think so. I like our bench. I like everything pitching rotation wise. The only thing I'd like to do is obviously a deal for Edwin Diaz. Get him out of here. So I think that would be an option. And of course, what I forgot to mention off the top of this episode, we have a new guy in the bullpen. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings. He's given up some runs. That's unfortunate. But this is Jim Copeland joining us from the minor leagues. He's been around for a while. He's a beauty. Performed very well at all levels in the minor leagues, so hopefully he can correct that ERA for sure. And Jordan Hicks, you see 11 saves, but he did blow 1. So the only real deal we got to make in terms of making a trade, I'll show you what we have to do right here, right now. Edwin Diaz, he comes with a lot of value. He's a reliever with a lot of value. And what can we pick up for Edwin Diaz? You see David Hess. We can pick up David Hess for Edwin Diaz. That would be an absolute crazy move. And then flip Dylan Cozens for some prospects. Actually, you know what? I like that move a lot. I really do. I really like that move a lot. And I think it would be kind of a perfect move, even though we're giving somebody to the Orioles. But you know what? You gotta suck it up sometimes, right? Matt Bowman, though. You can pick up Matt Bowman, but that's more salary. So let's go back to the Orioles. And you know what, guys? This is where I'm going to leave it. Dylan Cozens and David Hess for Edwin Diaz. That's what we need to do. That is the move we need to make. And you know what? We're going to make the trade and we're going to offer it right here. So now we go and flip Dylan Cozens who is by all means, well, having a good season. 16 homers, 48 RBIs. Good season for him. 78 power. He's looking good. Thing is, we're going to flip him because he's got a little bit of value and go get ourselves a prospect in return somewhere in the MLB. Where can we find someone who could be useful to us? 21 years old, starting pitcher Eddie Avalos. 25-year-old starting pitcher. There's some tough trades here. Nobody's really wanting to give us any value, that's for sure. What could we find in here? Tristan Lutz, 24 years old, center fielder. You know what? That looks like a good little decent trade, that's for sure. 21 years old, Samuel Rivera, though. Gets us another relief pitcher. Young guy. Don't really want him. What do we got? Michael Lutz. And we're just burning time here, boys. We just got to find ourselves a trade that's going to work. 20 years old, Ricky Petty. Okay, don't need starting pitcher. Anyone else that we could pick up here? Derek Bautista. Nobody really interesting jumping out at me. Another shortstop. I'd like somebody at like second base or something. That'd be a decent little pickup if we could get a second baseman, that's for sure. And you see, just not finding anything I like. Nothing good. Left field, Romeo McCulloch. You know what? We're gonna offer this trade and get that done. So there you go. That solves our problems. Easy peasy. Pitching rotation handled. David Hess, the All-Star. 80 overall. He's down to an 82. Of course, I guess he was in 85 because he was the closer, but that should help our bullpen a little bit and we make the move. So there you go, guys. That's the trade deadline version of this Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. I will catch you guys, as always, in the next one.